What do you do, players? It's your boy, cousin Roy, everybody's cousin, some people's uncle. Back with another episode of Talking Manchester. I think by now y'all know lah why I'm here. Just have to look at that thumbnail and you'll figure it out. The entire day, whole day after that 2-2 draw yesterday, the only thing we've been hearing about is this stupid Martial drama. So let me just for those who are not sure what's going on, let me just fill you in. So yesterday, during the after the 2-2 draw, another sad performance from the team. Like, goodness gracious, what on earth was going on? My God, guys, we can't even hold on to leads. We played well in that first half. I thought it was really nice. We actually, I actually did really feel that we played like, back when Oli was there. Take your time, find your spot, find the time when you want to build up, and then go for, go for the attack. But again, man, the second half, I feel it's a problem with their stamina. It's definitely a problem with the stamina and the fitness, man. I think all that heavy pressing in the early time, in the early half, second half they cannot, because they never played like that before. All of a sudden they ask you to come play, cannot, extra sessions, COVID, recovering from COVID. So then, after that kind of game, a very astute reporter asked Rangnick, so you had two goalkeepers in your. Oh, hang on. Actually, let me put this up here in case anybody wants to join. Let's do it, lah. Huh? If y'all want to hit it, if y'all want to join me, you can click on that link over there. So now, a very astute reporter, anyway, very astute reporter asked him like how you had two goalkeepers on your subs bench, but Martial was missing. And Martial by now should have recovered from his injury or whatever it was. So he asked him, how come Martial didn't travel with you? He said Martial did not want to travel with the team. He said if Martial traveled with the team, he would have been in the starting line, but he did not want to travel. So now the whole world took it to town lah. Oh, Martial's a hater, doesn't want to play for the club, doesn't love the club. Martial is this, Martial is that. And when I saw that, press conference, nowadays press conferences come on all different avenues. You have to have access to that particular avenue to see that thing, and it takes a while for it to come out. Sometimes half an hour, an hour, bootlegged, what do you call that? Websites will put up, but then you have to be lucky to key in the right words to find. Man, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, man. Homeboy, I got to work. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay bills, man. Woke up and I saw all this nonsense. And I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? And I'm recovering from my third jab. So I woke up kind of feeling like hungover, feeling all weird. And I say, why I feel like that? Feeling weird. Then I said, okay, still kind of recover. I couldn't lift this left arm, but now it's okay. It takes a day, man. Look at me, I'm good, man. Booster jab, baby, 3 jabs. I'm healthy. So good. Get your jabs, please. Take your vaccine jabs, man. It's good for you. I'm healthy. Look, man, back. I'm back to work tomorrow, baby. It's all good. So look, woke up and saw all that, but when I actually saw the press conference and he said that, it didn't mean anything to me. It really didn't mean. It meant nothing. Okay, he didn't want to travel with the club. Okay, if he would travel, he would have been there. Okay, fine. He had already stated his intent to leave before, right? We said keep him because we were iffy with the team, strike force, whatever nonsense. He came, he played well, he scored a goal. In what game I can't remember, but I think we won 2-1, right? He scored in that goal, and then he pulled his leg again, so he had to sit out again. However, after that he hasn't played at all. He's traveled with the team. I think he's come on as a sub here and there, and I'm sure he's healthy now. And then, he already said his intent was he wants to leave the club. So why are we making a big fuss? So now the problem is they say, okay, Ragni asked him to come. He said, okay, just say he said he didn't want to come, right? My question is, so what? The guy already had his heart on leaving. He'd already set his heart on leaving some time back. We are the ones who kept him there. So the coach gave an honest answer. Everybody now is taking sides like, yo, so he is lying. He is lying. No, is that guy lying? So now we are like, I'm sitting down here like, what do you mean this fellow lying, that fellow lying? Because Marshall then later came up with a statement saying that, hey, I would never I would never abandon the club. The club is, in my heart, and whatever crap I've been here 7 years and this, that, So now it's become like the whole everybody and their mothers and their press, everybody is gone like, oh no, one side is lying. So I've seen like on one side of the argument, they're saying, okay, Marshall's a piece of, whatever. He's on, man, I so forgot, man. I think that's the thing, man. When you think about the wages, it puts everything into such a different perspective, isn't it? So anyway, 200,000, 250,000 pounds a week. Okay, when you put it like that, now I'm thinking like, what, man, that sounds okay. That sounds pretty. Hang on, let me see what it. Yeah, it sounds okay. Sorry, I'm just checking see whether it's up there or not. Yeah, it sounds pretty bad. It sounds pretty heavy, right? So now you're telling him we need your help. You need to travel, but the guy's head is not there. His mind, his heart is not in the club. His mind is not at the club. And then that's why when I saw it, I didn't care much for it. For me, the guys on the pitch yesterday should have closed the bloody game. They screwed up. And because they screwed up, now we have all the attention paid on this fellow who wants to leave. We're wasting our time. Like, I mean, just want to compare. I know it's not he's not a Frenchman, but Harry Maguire didn't play that well. You see him being crucified when he refused to play for Spurs. Who else? I know there's one more fella. Sorry, his name will lose me, but he'll come and I don't think about it. So I'm like, didn't mean anything lah. Whether he came to the club, whether he traveled to the club, didn't mean anything to me. So now everyone's saying, okay, so that's one side of it. He's a crap. He should have played. He should have stepped up. He didn't step up. Blah 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 blah. The other side is now saying that Ralph Rangnick lied. Ralph Rangnick lied that he's saying that what Marshall said no, I want to come, and then Rangnick said no, you don't come, and then when the press member asked him, now Rangnick is the one who's saying that, oh no, he didn't want to come. So what we're saying, Rangnick lying? You gotta be kidding me, man. Like really, hang on, let me put this up there. See anybody want to join? Rangnick lying, you lying, you're lying. Is Rangnick lying? Marshall. Okay, there we go. See, now we got a little bit of structure there. Now, everyone is taking sides now. Everyone likes to take sides now. So the fellow support the player. Oh no, the fellow. But really, you think about it, is Rangnick really going to lie? I mean, he's actually going to go to the press conference and lie and lie about it and and how should I put it? The actual meaning is that he actually wanted to come, but Rangnick left him out. So now Rangnick is saying that he didn't want to come. A bit outrageous, lah. Like really a very very outrageous in my opinion to say that the coach is lying about the player not wanting to come, that he actually wanted to keep him out, but when the reporter asks, he says he's lying. This one all crap. It's not probably the French players, maybe the family members all putting it out there. I'm super Martial fan. The guy's got 2 million plus followers on Twitter. To me, I find it absolutely ridiculous. I think what really happened is he probably asked Marshall, can you come? Can you travel? And all that. Marshall said no. Marshall didn't expect the reporter to ask that question during the press conference. And he also probably didn't expect Rangnick to give that answer. So when the answer came, now damage control lah. It has become damage. It's become damage control already at this point. There's no way you can tell me that Rangnick is lying. I would never for 1 second believe it. Like I was listening to this fellow Goldbridge, and he was saying, "Oh, Rangnick doesn't know how to manage in the league. He doesn't know what's happening in the Premier League, and it's absolutely outrageous that he goes out and he puts the main, throws him down the bus." I'm like, what do you mean? A manager has to know what some kind of English culture is it like how to manage a player in a football club? All he needs to do is get the boy to play football and ask him whether he wants to play for the club. Doesn't need to know the culture of the English league and be mollycoddling people's feelings when the biggest problem in the club was mollycoddling people's feelings. So now we are at this little crossroad here where everyone is split, and then now they're saying the drama is unfolding because the back room of Manchester United has cliques, there's splits, there's no unity among all the players. It's like 50-50 or even 30-30-30 based on nationalities. So then because of that, this thing has become amplified because it seems like every player that is available that was bought for expensive money now should be available for a club. But it's really diverting the attention from what happened yesterday, which in my opinion was Rangnick tinkering too much with formations. being unsure, coming in, rattling the cage to the extent that it's being rattled so much with a fan base like Manchester United, you can't ignore the noise. Like if the same thing, let me get a sip. Like if the same thing were happening in a club, say like let's give a medium club like a West Ham. Yeah, West Ham doing now what? They're doing now. Yeah, West Ham doing well now. Like they say, it happened in a medium club, medium tier, mid tier club like West Ham. Now, like, I think it won't be amplified this much. You know what I mean? Whether you got star player, whatever player you bought at 18 years old, or whatever, and reporters may ask, and he'll say, "Yeah, the guy didn't want to travel. Then he'll just go through the London news, and then it'll be done." But here, it's Manchester United, and people knew a whole lot of things, right? When you're looking at media with everybody, if I'm considered a media also based on what I'm doing, I'm spitting that hot fire, putting my opinion out here. But if based on with so many media people out there, somebody's going to put a spin to it, lah. So actually, honestly, let me know in the comment section and what you all think about it. I feel it is damage control only because it affects this fella's wages. It affects his reputation going to another club. How he'll be perceived by the fans and this and that. And from what I'm hearing, what everyone's writing is he wants to go that Sevilla don't want to pay most of the wages, right? And I'm happy with Manchester United saying no, screw it, then you stay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like Goldrich was saying that, oh no, it's bad for the player. We are destroying the player's career. We should have let him go long time ago. And what we are doing now is absolute blasphemy against the boy. What planet are we living on? We we take things so, how to say, so literally, and how to say, that the Goldberg fella is like so fickle. At one point I'll be like taro taro taro, and then suddenly it's like this. And then the other influencers I noticed, so some of them saying like, taking his side. I like Stephen Housen. Stephen Housen say he wants to go, let him go lah. I don't know whether he said. I mean, I saw the headline lah. I don't watch all. I don't know whether he actually said like, looked after his feelings, not that. But for me, I don't care lah. I don't think it was a big deal lah, guys. Like, didn't want to travel lah. The guy wants to leave lah. So let him go lah. I'm wondering why we brought Donny van der Beek so late yesterday. I'm wondering why we brought Lingard so late yesterday. I'm wondering why Sancho, well, Elanga played well, but then he brought in Sancho. It didn't seem like there was much attacking thing there. It seemed like iffy, and that's when most of them. That's when Aston Villa were attacking more, because when the second half started, we should have known, what with Gerrard there, he's going to tell them the first 10-15 minutes you got to kill them and try and get a goal back. They didn't. Then again during the lull, when the substitutions come in and out, then again we let in a goal. You know. So whether or not we had Martial there, I don't think Martial going to make a big difference. Or Martial going to come in and score 3 goals. When's the last time he played football? The year the rat? Yes. I still don't know. It's a quiz sucker for you, y'all. Woo! So yeah, we need to forget about the whole Martial drama. That thing didn't mean jack. It's over. What do you all think about the game? I'm thinking, yesterday again, the pressing is making them a bit tired. So that's why towards the second half, they don't have enough energy to push. Should have brought on some of the fresher legs in earlier and trying to get a win, but they were worried because Aston Villa are attacking so much. So yeah, I also don't know. You know what? Basically, I guess that's it. What else is there to talk about anyway? I don't think this whole Martial thing took the airwaves. The Martial thing took the airwaves by storm, baby. And now they're talking about a what? Player fallout, club fallout, or player fallout, or club fallout. And hey, oh shit, I didn't see. Hey, man, I was gonna call it, man. Lifeline. Hey,
Yeah, man.
since you're the lifeline, you spit.
Hey?
You spit that hot fire, bro. Talk to me. What do you think about this? The whole 15 minutes, ngam ngam, perfect time. Whole 15 minutes is all been about the Martial drama. I don't know whether you were tuning in just now or
Yeah,
not,
yeah. I
but
saw I watched part of it just now. That's why
so let me know what you think about it.
you see I'm sweating now. I'm so angry. I
Tell you the
mean,
story. Go ahead.
and I was shocked actually when I saw Ralph say that Martial don't want to play because I noticed straight away when they announced the lineup. I think even in our own group when they posted the lineup, I saw how come there's two goalkeepers and we are one substitute short. And after the game, I think they asked, well, where's Martial? And I think Ralph was saying that he didn't want to play, he don't want to start. I mean, why would he want to lie? Why would the coach want to lie? Correct or not? There's no reason for him to lie.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
and the thing is, if he wants to lie, why on Martial? Correct or not? He would rather lie on Pogba, for example. But the thing is, he when he mentioned that there should be some truth in it as well. And I think Martial just trying to be defensive by saying I didn't say I don't want to play. I think maybe there was also some loss in translation as well. Maybe Ralph would have just wanted to say that the way he trained, the way he conduct himself, it looks like he didn't want to play. It could be that way also. It could be that interpretation as well. Because remember he said I only will play players who wants to play. So most probably in what I call in the training, maybe Marcel didn't really sure that he wants to play, and maybe he's constantly doing putting his that usual face of that no emotion kind of face. He doesn't seem to be happy, and for Ralph, if you're not happy, why would I want to play you? You may actually even make the team worse. So maybe that could be his reasoning of he didn't want to play again.
That is a
Tell me I'm wrong.
that is a very interesting way to look at
Mhm.
it. Actually, so basically during training for a man like Rangnick, what Junsen is saying, I think, and jump in
Mhm.
if I say wrong, to say, hey, by the way, what's up, man? You got the gloves on or what? You
Wait,
got
wait,
to
wait,
hit
wait,
that,
wait.
man.
I
You got to
was I
hit
was
that.
rushing. I
Just
was
speak.
rushing.
Yeah,
Son.
yeah. I think you're if you when you put it that way, I never saw that angle. Okay, let's see. So during training, he probably saw that this guy wasn't pulling his weight because his heart was elsewhere. So
Correct.
maybe when the reporter asked what came out of his mouth, but no, he did not want to travel because maybe he's talking about his actions on the pitch. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, that's my man. If you got a lot of people tuning in now,
Yeah,
there'll be crazy. There'll be will be a crazy
yeah,
debate about what you just said just now. That's
yeah.
quite a good uh quite a good point actually.
Because
So
yeah, because from what I see, it could was possibly be that as well. Even in normal company as well, if you have if you look from a HR perspective, you have a staff that's constantly saying, no, I'm thinking of going to join this company. Then you as a HR person, you may also, or you as a boss, you may also think, hey, you really want to be here. Because if your heart is not here, then might as well you take an early release and just go. I mean, if I'm the boss, I will do that as well. Or I will actually take action against you. Who say you can go so early? You have a contract with me until, for example, end of the month or until I release you. So the thing is, the problem about um player power nowadays is things like that. I mean, when they decided not to play, they decided not to play, and it may actually disrupt the entire team's harmony and also the direction that the team wants to go. Especially someone now with a new coach in there. No, he don't want this kind of toxic nonsense in the team. As the team itself is already not performing that well, the last thing I want is another player, putting this kind of shit on me. So I don't know who is right. We don't know, but I mean, end of the day, I always think that the manager have the more right of say when he mentions certain things lah. So
I tell you, when I let me get this up here. When I heard the a bit of echo without the film. Yeah. So when I heard the news, uh, when I was reading it and saw how the whole thing was blowing up, this is the first thing that went through my mind. I was like, it's so ridiculous.
is
Rid-
that the Drax moment?
yes, it is so ridiculous. I was
Hmm.
like, it's still for me. So what? Because we should have won the game lah.
Hmm.
Like if you don't want to play, you say want to leave already. So yeah, lah, the heavy wages are there, but then again, she have sold him before, and you can go into that whole merry-go-round circle, But I was like, man, I feel like freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, man. Where's Gamora? Where's Gamora?
Why,
Tony,
Gomorrah?
who's Gamora? I do you one better. Why is Gamora? I tell you, I laugh my ass off. This whole scenario just reminds me of that silly scene from the Avengers.
Hmm. Hmm.
It was, yeah, man, bro. I tell you, the real question I want to know is, why is everybody tired? Why everybody cannot play 90 minutes properly? Why is it? Am I the only one seeing this? That right after the substitutions, we're letting in
State
goals.
of mind. It's a state of mind. You see, Ilanga, Ilanga itself is a young player who's trying to impress, and is a young player who's trying to break into the first team. Of course, he will put in 110%. You see when Greenwood, when he first came in, the last 1.5 season ago, you saw how he played against PSG as well when he came in the last time. He wants to impress. Now that he's gotten into the team, then you can see there's some color coming out. Lah. But the thing is, for the current players, I think we mentioned this a few other shows as well. Most likely they felt that, what, I'm here, I'm in the first team. The team needs me more than I need the team, kind of thing. Then if you have the kind of mindset, then of course you will lose the energy already, because
Cookie
you're just.
Newton?
I think you should give the players some cookies.
I think the players need a cookie here, guys. Y'all want a cookie? Some healthy
Mm.
cookies. I don't know what
To
whatever.
boost some energy, man. Is
Yeah,
there some energy cookie? No?
exactly. It's this one. I don't know, this vegan whatever cookies. Yeah, y'all need some
Ah,
cookie. Maybe y'all didn't have enough cookies during
they
Christmas.
need some lah. Maybe
Y'all
Ronaldo
hating.
bar them for cookie. No cookie, water. Water.
Man, if I had a Zerg nut now, I'll stand on the back there and act like Gamora, and that's me, Martial. The way this whole thing unfolded, bro. Maybe Asians have, maybe Asi- maybe Asians have more sense when it comes to things like this. It just sounds all silly.
Mhm,
Like we all act silly means, but I mean, growing up, sure, kena rotan. That thing ain't gonna escape. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So
mhm,
I'm like, nah, this. When we earlier, before this, when we were saying we were mollycoddling the players, so we wanted to whip
mhm,
them into shape, and then now we're saying one of them lied. And I was talking earlier, so why Goldbridge is like, Goldbridge
mhm,
is shitting all over Rangnick, saying Rangnick didn't look after Martial properly. He doesn't know how to manage in the Premier League. Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm thinking, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you didn't have any butter in your toast today, in your English toast or whatever, or you woke up on the wrong side. Maybe your coffee wasn't hot enough. Maybe it's very cold. You're talking nonsense, man. If at all, I would say a theory is just what you said just now. Then it's probably maybe the words, but even then, I would say he's not lying.
mhm.
It's damage control heavily from it's heavy damage control from Marshall in any case. What is this? Oh
Yeah,
my
some
goodness! Look
spamming
at
going
all
on.
this spamming. Oh god,
Thank you for
blood.
spamming us.
Thanks. That means I'm famous. I guess I made it. I think even the viewers might be the spammers. Oh god, you're crazy. So that's why this Goldbridge should realize as well. He said, I've seen this for many years. For many
Mhm.
years, I've seen it's the same cycle. It's the same mistakes that the teams are making. I'm like, man, shut up, lah.
I mean, if you've
Whatever
seen
they,
it so many times, that means it's actually something common, lah.
I mean, bro, let me ask you, what nonsense talking so many? We had Alex Ferguson for the longest time, right? And
Mhm,
then it was Moyes for the shortest time. And then in between two other guys who I don't know lah. Probably right now everyone is saying like might as
mhm,
well. I think right now Mourinho would kill it. But
mhm,
anyway, but Pogba is to be out. So what is he talking about? He's seen in the past. What even if the drama during the Van Hal time, they were also calling players out. Mourinho called Pogba out.
mhm,
Then we were saying that's wrong. No, that's right. Because he's the one who's snickering and saying, hey, but don't mess with me. If you mess with me, you lose your job. Some bloody arrogance on that young man.
That is big arrogance, man. I think
I don't like
if it's
that.
for Ferguson, he's long
Yeah.
time gone. I think that's the reason why he's gone.
And now you're getting and now you're talking about a steady German who is very hardworking, who's old school, who's trying to come in and whip players like this when he's actually slowly but surely realizing. And I have also come to terms that our players are not good enough. The
Mhm,
passing is not
mhm,
nice, except Bruno, Varane. De Gea, Ronaldo. That's it, lah, bro.
Hmm. The rest, I don't think so.
And
Not
that's
yet.
sad.
Not yet. I mean, I feel that our players have the potential to unlock something. I mean, if you look at it again, um, for Sir Alex during his time, especially the last squad he had, in 2013, that squad wasn't that great. That squad
It
wasn't
wasn't.
that great.
It wasn't. And the players he tried to get, he couldn't get. So he settled with Fellaini and all that.
Yep. I mean, for Ferguson, and yet he managed to push them to the edge, and make them play decent football. I mean, they win great, they win good as well. But you look at it, it wasn't that whole swashbuckling, quick quick fire football that they played in 2008. With the Rooney, Tevez, and Ronaldo punya attack. So the thing is, if you look at it right now, how did Ferguson squeeze every single drop of quality from, I wouldn't say great players, I would say okay, good players. How did he do that? And you see, immediately one season after that, when Moyes took over with the same players, they failed. So the thing is now, whether the players have the drive or not is the question. Because you see, when once
And
Ferguson,
whether
he's
they want to play for him.
Yeah, because you see, Ferguson, he's everyone. I mean, everyone have been saying that he's actually a very good man manager. He's not a good tactician. He's a good man
He
manager.
didn't handle coaching sessions.
Yeah, so that's why he's usually his assistant manager is always the key person. That's why I said. I remember I said at previous show. I'm not going to say it again. He just changes them when he feels the time is right to change. So in this case, whether
If
now
you
the
have a
play,
sorry, go ahead,
yeah,
sorry.
now the thing is, the case now is whether we have the right players to play or not. Because if you look at it, right, even though as we look at the three or four dynasty that Ferguson has, okay, the 3 or 4 dynasty, he always have certain consistent players, or constantly have that certain players. That backbone is always there. I think Matthew said the last time as well. The backbone needs to be there. We don't have a good core players. I felt that Bruno and De Gea is a good core player, but there's only two. But the rest, there's no core players. There's no body to to at least drive the team. But the time is right. You have someone to just drive the team. Like last time, when time is right, you need some inspiration out of nowhere. Scholes will whack one from outside the box,
Actually, that's
and
true. Yeah.
yeah, or he will do that one gila tackle, that crazy tackle that doesn't make sense, and drive the team. It's like, oh, let's do it. But
Some spark.
yeah, some spark. But the problem is, at the moment, the only player I think closest to it, closest, I wouldn't say, yeah, what I call is that player, but
He's the
closest to it,
guy. Yeah. Then he Neo.
yeah. So the thing is, I felt that McTominay can do it. The reason why all three managers constantly playing him is because he is one player that he has that drive, he has
Yeah,
that
he's a
physical,
gritty. He's a
yeah,
gritty MF. Mm.
yeah, and he is a team player. He's not the type of player where he will sendiri jalan and everything one. Okay, so he's the type of player that can drive. But that's why I said, even Ferguson said McTominay is a potential captain material because he looks like a player that can drive the team. But again, one player can't do much as well. You need a team to do it. And I have to agree. I mean, if you notice yesterday, there's no Maguire, there's no Ronaldo, and the team played well in the first half. Correct. Or not? The team played well.
70 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Power. After
That
that, wow. I'm like,
no more petrol.
what happened? I'm watching it. Like,
It's like watching F1. They had the wrong pit stop
yeah,
strategy.
yeah.
Too long. 8 seconds instead of 7 seconds, and that's it. They lost the race. So
Oh my god,
yeah,
brother.
or
I
maybe they
tell
calculated the petrol amount too little or what. I don't know. So the thing is, there may be some miscalculation there. I felt that maybe at the 70th minute, they could have actually brought in some fresh legs to pump up the players again. Especially in the middle of the park where we lost quite a lot actually in the middle of the park. We were constantly misplacing our passes in the middle of the park. That was
I
where we
felt
lost it.
I think that I think taking out Ilanga was a bit of a shocker for me, but I thought Sancho will come in and be able to hold it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he,
they
he
just
didn't look sharp
should
actually.
stop lah.
Yeah, he didn't look sharp. I mean, I was surprised that when he came in, I thought he would be a better player at pressing. Actually, to be honest, because of the whole Borussia Dortmund training that he had. But he was the one that doing quite a few mistakes. But I mean, overall, the midfield was doing even more mistakes. I felt that Matic, he couldn't last the whole game. He looks extremely
Yeah.
tired. Yeah,
And
he
Fred was
looks
doing
like
extra
yeah,
work because he was attacking also. It seemed
yeah.
like
Fred was pushing very high up, so he
very
was. I think I mentioned it
man.
in the group as well. You know, Fred was
Yeah.
doing what the Fletcher, the Pak Jisung do. He's not
Yeah.
a holding midfielder. Definitely, he's not a holding midfielder.
Yeah. I mean, we all know when he came, when we bought him also, we bought him as a AM. You know,
Mm,
only thing when he came in, only the excuse me, the way they switched it up. So
mm,
he lost his this one. Matthew, what's up, brother? I said, man, Bruno was captain.
mhm.
Actually, yeah.
Bruno, I mean,
Hey,
okay,
actually, yeah,
if
bro.
he have to take away that whole whining, throwing hands up thing, I think he's frustrated. He looks like a very frustrated figure actually at the moment, especially when everybody
But
is not tuning in,
that
and with
but the sorry, go ahead.
and with Ronaldo in front, he could not express himself more because. I think there's a directive where he have to pass to Ronaldo. Maybe that whole seniority thing,
Yeah, yeah. I
oh,
mentioned that, in
Taiko,
the yeah,
yesterday,
because
right?
of
You
the first half.
mentioned,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it seemed like they play so freely there. But I want
Mm,
to address this Matthew put this down there. The first thing I thought was because like you play video games and the player
mm,
gets a boost, it's by when you give him the captaincy, I immediately
mm.
went to red. So before that, maybe green or the yellow or what the
Yellow only,
below
yeah.
one, not the purple or black
Mm,
or whatever. So like
mm.
immediately you got a boost.
Yep,
Yeah, man. Hey, the,
it makes a lot
the
of difference.
guy
Yeah.
guy killed it like yesterday. Actually, I forgot about that.
Mm.
Yeah, the guy actually
The
killed
first
it. So
half,
actually, he could lead.
yeah, the first half he played
Players
well.
were listening,
He played
and
well.
it's
He
nice
was
to have
running all
Ilanga on
around.
the left. Tell Ilanga,
Yes, the
go
right,
giving instruct.
the right Anthony played the right way.
Keep forgetting his first name is Ilanga. I keep thinking, why not Emmanuel? Keep
Anthony
thinking
Ilanga.
Emmanuel Langa. Yeah. So that's why you see they play so freely yesterday without
Mm,
Ronaldo up there. And yeah, lah, he showed quite a bit of drive. Just that we cannot close it up. Okay, quickly move so we don't get repetition. This just came in. I want to read this. I want to see what this is. So Manchester didn't we just wow. I think Keane read our mind. Keane yesterday, you know what Keane said
yes.
before we get into this? He said that
Look at that face, man.
uh don't blame. Yeah, this one. I saw this.
Look
I
at
saw
that
this just now in the
face.
afternoon. He said it's not just about Manchester United losing. It's also give Villa credits. Okay, let's read this. Manchester United Roy King is urging the new permanent manager to clear out the deadwood. Ralph Rangnick side now seventh. Doesn't matter all this. 50-year-old was asked by fellow pundit Rainek if he could rely on the current squad after the match, which included Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Varane. I feel like narrator, man. Replying, Keane said, "How many would I keep? You mean? I don't know. I really don't." Presented David Jones and pressed Keane on whether he would keep Bruno Fernandes, to which Keane replied, "Yeah. Oh yeah, Bruno. People like Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not all doom and gloom. You have Rafael Varane. You have some good young players there. So." Yeah, I saw this interview. I forgot this guy liked to spin it up, but he said,
Mm,
new manager has come in, think might fancy the job, but I'm on about if a top coach comes in at least for a good starting point, you might look at some of the senior players and go at least their contracts up. Mm. I can move on and then get some fresh, hungry, quality players in Manchester. So, but if I'm on about if a top-notch coach comes in, okay. What do you think about this, man? Yeah, I think he's right, lah. But if
I
you want,
mean,
if you rebuild, how, bro? It'll take long time.
again, no, that's it. The cycle starts again, no? Which is going to be a never-ending cycle. When Oli came in, the time it
Hmm.
was a whole rebuilding session, and look at how that turned out. You know, he threw away or he sold away all the. I mean, I'm glad that he sold away Lukaku. Look at what Lukaku's doing now. He's doing quite a lot of damage at
Goodness.
Chelsea. So
I thought he would be a steady fella. He's become
yeah,
a pissy little brat as well.
too much, man. That one a little bit too much. So I mean, I'm happy that
It scares
Oli did
me.
the right thing. Yeah, getting Sanchez. The club got to help him. Senior players got to help younger players. Yeah, agreed.
This worries me a little bit. Lah. What is this happening with the young players all not playing? I mean, really, what's actually going on? What actually going on in this Argentina? We just put it into plain. Yeah, Bruno, what is this? Sorry, Matthew. Yeah, Bruno just mentioned before homeboy coming back. Yeah, Bruno and Ronaldo play very well together. I ain't even going to pretend on that. Just need to get
Mhm.
Bruno in the right positions. I had this idea yesterday, like since everyone's saying Bruno must play front. Are you telling me in the history of football, we never had somebody, an attacking player, sit behind? like the 4-2, right? The 2.
Mhm.
You're telling me there's no attacking player position. Then so what are you telling me about Paul Scholes? You telling me Roy
Yeah.
Keane wasn't an attacking
Paul
player?
Paul
You
Paul Scholes progressively over the years he moved more towards the defensive side of
yeah, he
game.
was an
Yeah, and deeper
SS.
and deeper, deeper, until he was playing almost like a deep lying playmaker already. And but he still can't tackle. But
Oh, goodness. That's my
that's one
boy,
thing that
man.
didn't change. Even now also sometimes his comments also tackling memang salah sikit.
Yeah, it's I want Bruno to play in that two. So the
Mm,
4 and the 2. I want Bruno to play in one of those two. So instead
mhm,
of relying on Fred and Tommy to play defense,
mhm.
let Bruno play there because beautiful passer, long balls and all. We can utilize Old Trafford a lot.
Yep.
And the pitch is usually nowadays very big, it's just like that.
Mhm,
So anyway, I want him to play in that two because when he plays in that two, when he didn't set the spinal cord, yeah, true that, brother. Like when he didn't at that two. So the front, right, bro? Rashford said that day, right? He plays best on the left. Fine, because he can shoot on the right. I like to hear that.
mhm.
So that
I,
means
I
Sancho is
I have
happy.
to what you call comment about Matthew's comment as
Oh,
well.
which one? The
About
last one? I
the,
put it
the
up. Yeah, go
spine, the
ahead.
spine and the core as well. I mean, I
Hmm.
think he did have a spine and a core. To be honest, that's why he stuck with De Gea. He stuck with Maguire and Lindelof as his defense. He's trying to get a consistent back four. I say back five in a way with Shaw. Maguire, Lindelof, and Bisaka. That's why he didn't change that much. Even Dalot came in, Dalot couldn't break into the squad. Then he tried to get McFred in the middle. Then, of course, he got Bruno to play up front. That was actually a master stroke from him. And then, of course, the wing, you can have Rashford one side, Greenwood the other side. And then up front, you either have Martial or back then was Martial or mostly Martial or Greenwood playing up front. And I think he was trying to get a core there, but the problem is his core wasn't of quality players. That's simple as that.
Here's a good point.
So,
So there was a
yeah,
call. You were trying to say what do you mean? Yeah, yeah, okay.
he had a core players. You see, almost every game, these few players always play consistently throughout his tenure. It's just that the core players wasn't quality enough. Maguire, the first season was iffy. Second season was decent, but this third season was horrible. Lindelof, we always know he was a suspect. We always say that we needed a defender, and he is a good defender, but he's not strong enough to he's not physical enough. So the thing is, we need someone. And Varane came in. I thought it was going to be a great pairing. It showed a little bit in the first few games until Varane got injured and things went down south after that.
Yeah, shit, man. The three
Yeah,
games he missed under Oli
yeah.
really screwed Oli up, lah. Bad poor guy. I think that was the downfall, lah.
Mm,
World class, man. The game that day he played. I think if that you go and check the stat book pages, not let the
mhm,
tackles for 1 point, man. Fantastic, man. I saw so many chances. Varan cleared
mhm,
with tackles. The shame, they don't get their extra bonus or whatever for the clean sheet.
mhm.
Lovely. Lindelof Yala got caught out. That first goal was a beautiful build up by Villa. The way they pass, and then and then got the shot, and I was like, man, we didn't
But
see that.
but it's sad lah. I mean, it's sad that
Didn't
Villa in the last 20 minutes press better than how they press. The way they press is how we supposed to press.
Hmm.
They were
We probably
all
should have
over
bought
our
some subs too, right?
yeah. I mean, they were pressing all over our players. Our
No,
defense had no chance to breathe. Our defensive Matic couldn't cope. You can see that he was exhausted at the end of the game. You see him was like he was really gasping for air. You can see that he's walking tempang a bit also already, limping a bit already. So he couldn't. He can't. I mean, at
and
his
then,
age, I don't think so.
and everyone's talking about Martial. Everyone's talking about Martial, who could have made the difference just because you got 200,000 wages. We all messed that whole thing up, lah.
Well, I think
Back,
Cavani
yeah,
played a better game than Martial. Lah.
yeah. Now
Mm,
the what was I trying to say just now? So play Bruno in that 4-2 with the two in there, and
mhm.
then left and right, because so many guys. You got what's his face? You got from Greenwood to Rashford to Sancho. Dalo can play up there. Bisaka can go back if they say anyone is
We got
injured.
the Ahmad Diallo as well.
Amad Diallo, and
I
then
just only
Elanga
read an
now
article
seems
about him
left.
today. Yeah,
Nice,
Ilanga.
So you got, and Diallo can play in the front, in the in the
Mhm,
in the in the middle also. Then the strike, then the striker will be either whoever striker we want to put there. That diamond, the one right on top there, or I mean, sorry, the 4-2-3. So that three there, that one you can put lah, Donny. So he can track back more. He can run up, down, up, down, up, down. Once in a while, cover left and right depending on where we attack. So Bruno doesn't have to run so much because
Mhm.
he's a superb passer of the ball. So
Yeah.
these young fellas in front are very, very fast,
Hmm.
very, very savvy. And I want to talk about Sancho and his speed. I feel he's not that fast, but I'll come to that after this, after I
Hmm.
finish. 1, 2, 3, and let them run, let them get the speed, let them chase the ball. Greenwood is running fantastic with the ball now. I love it. Rashford is out of form, but he'll get it. I hope he'll get it. Not this season, next season. Sancho needs to play more reps. I think maybe he's picked up a knock. And this sounds very nice to me.
Hmm.
This really sounds very nice to me. And I would like to see that. The one big problem with this whole thing I found is, I don't know, like, I watched a little bit of the game again. I don't see that incredible speed and all that from Sancho. I feel like Greenwood, Rashford, maybe even Donny no, are faster. Even
Mm.
maybe Elanga faster. Did you see? He's
Yeah,
supposed to
actually,
come.
I didn't see that. I didn't see him do that breakaway thing. Before he joined, right, I was watching all his games in Borussia Dortmund. I mean, all the highlights of his gameplays. Oh, this is what we're going to be getting. I watched. I was like, oh damn, he's another great player they're going to be getting. But I didn't see that. So sad.
Remember when Martial all came and the way they were and the way he was running at defenders and Rashford the way they were running at defenders, it was incredible. All a blur. Yeah, even the Macheda fella also, Danny Welbeck, and then super speed. I don't see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can argue that the balls are not going there, but even the one-on-ones, I expected a guy
Yeah.
who was so initially they wanted 120. We waited for a year and then it dropped to 70. Let's put it
Mhm.
at 80. At 80 mil. Where's the 80 mil speed? Lah? I felt the Norwich fellas that day the speed was better than him.
Right. Even yesterday, Aston Villa's attacker also was playing much faster. What's that guy's name? That midfielder that scored and
Ramsey,
was it? Ramsey. I felt he was way faster.
yeah. 70 million we're buying for all these players, but then they don't have the speed at all. So there seems to be a lot of uncertainty in the club, whether they are talking about like an anarchy happening or people unhappy. It really seems the club problem lah. Like if we did okay, when is the next game against Brentford? Let me
I
quickly
think
check.
20th. 20th, I think. 20th, if not mistaken.
Liverpool's leading Brentford 1-0 now.
Yeah,
Fabinho
20th.
scored. 20th
Um,
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Excuse me. What day is 20th, brother? Saturday,
Thursday.
Friday.
Technically, Thursday morning lah. Wednesday night lah.
Oh, Wednesday night. Thursday morning. Oh, right. What a crazy time, lah.
Again, another morning game.
Another morning game. So now
I
we're
hope so
playing
I can make it, man.
Brentford. That's me. So let's see. Now we're playing Brentford, and this Brentford game for me going to be very interesting, especially for Saf. Right? I've kind
Mhm.
of put the Wolves. I thought Wolves game would be steady, but then when the goal came in, it felt okay, pacha. Now I'm
Mhm.
looking at the Brentford game after these two goals here. I'm thinking, I don't think Ronaldo will be back. Hip flexor problems and all that. That's why I didn't captain him. Maybe sub. I'm doing a lot of my actions lately very subconsciously, and I'm glad my instincts are
Mhm.
are, are, are there, lah. So I'm going to follow it. And
I'm
I think I
hurting. I'm
followed.
hurting
I
right now,
saw
man.
you, brother man. I saw that. Like, I don't blame you. Like, I want the homeboy to score.
I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping and
I'm
just
hoping
hoping.
he comes this. I mean, I'm hoping he comes
I'm
this,
still
but
hopeful.
God, I tell you, I was. Let me just bring it up now. I was just so very. I think, like I say, it was instinctually that I went with Dennis,
Mhm.
and then I saw Ronaldo not play because those hip things don't play, man. That's where the power comes, man. You know,
Yeah.
when you used to go for training and all that, bola or whatever, the fellow
The
say,
call lah. Hmm.
kau punya power tu dia datang dari punggung. So orang yang tak ada punggung tu sebab dia tak boleh lari. So bila kau ada punggung, kau boleh
Hmm.
shoot. So that when your hip is connected to your punggung muscle, then you cannot shoot. Then problem ah. So I was like,
Yeah. Core muscles, man. Core muscles.
you don't play with that stuff, man. That is fire. Okay, let's have a look quickly. Let me remove this crap. So there it is. I tell you, man, right after the 60, 70 minute, this was
Gal-
6 or 7 here and
Gallagher.
5 here. And then
Gallagher
this guy
scored.
scored. And you had Gallagher on the sub, but
Some.
if Ronaldo doesn't play the other one, you will get those points. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dennis didn't play a good game because they actually hit him in the back. They were challenging him a lot. So he got a little bit bump. He got
Mhm.
bumped a bit. So he wasn't fully there. Konsa also, same thing happened with him. There was a massive tackle there. So pretty much highlight.com lah here. West Ham game is going on now. What's the score? Halftime, 0-0. Goals conceded 2. Oh, really? Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Leeds leading away in West Ham. Man, I just give up, lah, this FPL. Fabianski made 2 saves. Whoever got goalkeeper Fabianski, you all be good right now.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Bowen.
Okay
Kainge
lah.
Bowen. Oh, I don't have Bowen.
Don't have a.
Who did I take? What change did I do, bro? Last week, Jota. Bring yours up, huh? I'll bring yours up.
Wait,
Oh my
ah.
goodness. Guys, who got Bowen? Congratulations. I should have taken him. I took Jota instead of Bowen and I dropped Salah. I was thinking, you know what, be done with it. Lah. Let's be smart. Even though some people keep stashing him. I say, you know what, screw it. If I have this much money left and for the next transfer, I can get him if I want.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, look at these crap nuggets, man. Now Bowen scored here, but Leeds are down with had 2 goals from Harrison. Johnson's one is like this. Let me do this. Nice, brother. By the way, I want to talk to you about Maupai. He's pretty good pick. He played decent today.
Yeah, he 5 points.
Let me
But
see your subs. Like honest, like if
all my
Ronaldo
subs, all my subs are doing better actually. Semedo got 2 points. Creswell got three.
indeed, I'm hoping that like I mean if Ronaldo doesn't play the next one, at least Gallagher will be in lah. At least he'll get some 9. But of course, I
Mm,
want him to play and score a hat trick. But think about it, he must score a hat trick. We lose 4-3.
yeah, 75%. I mean,
Ah, he'll play.
he trained lah the day he trained. They said
Yeah.
Ralph said he came back and trained. So I don't think it's a very serious one. I'm just still hoping lah. I'm very hopeful lah.
Right, then if he's 75%, 75%, I reckon he'll play lah. Okay, then good. Let's see him come back. But what a score, man! Liverpool 1-0. Jota only got us 1 point.
Yeah.
Goodness, what on earth, man? Look at that, just 1 point. We ain't crap in this, man. We ain't nothing in this.
What about the rest, man? What about the rest? Let's see how they score.
Let's see.
At least I don't feel so bad. They score like shit.
Let's see. So
Okay
this week's
lah, not
lowest
so bad.
scorer, not so bad. You still moved up, where are you? Oh no, you didn't. You moved back down. Oh, I thought you
No.
were 12 that day. No, these guys all they got it pretty good. Yeah. Let's
Who's the
see. Okay,
highest
whoa.
points, man?
Yeah, because he took
46.
Bruno. Yeah, Bruno.
Oh,
Well
captain.
done, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lah.
But
Bruno and
Bruno got him all the points, man.
yeah.
All the points. Oh, damn.
Still scoring because Antonio is
Captain.
still playing. Rafinha, yeah. Tomorrow got game so with Davies. He got Spurs.
Hmm.
Pretty good. Like let's see the homeboys. I kind of moved up down up down up down. I was above Riders of Rohan and then I dropped down again. Riders of Rohan don't know didn't forgot the
Yeah,
roster, I think.
yeah. Salah is still there.
Yeah, so we are like this, slowly coming up the ladder. For first timers, I think we're doing alright. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
At
Junsen
least
needs
not last lah.
a bit of help, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I got another game.
Yeah, you got quite a few more, right?
Another game.
Watford, Chelsea, Burnley, Manfred. You got Menu here,
Mm.
2, 3,
Remember
4,
we
5.
changed everything to double players, a double game.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope this next game at least because you and me almost same here with the Chelsea guys.
Yeah,
I hope they
yeah.
step up. Then you be alright. This Cucurella, so Cucu Udang, Chelsea. Cucu Udang playing with Chelsea. Okay, boleh lah tu.
Yep.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hang on, I got to check. I keep forgetting to check. Oh my god, what is this? Lovely, stupid one. What's going on, man? Ladies and gentlemen,
Sexy
that's
show lah,
it.
yeah,
Like
sexy.
if we are too good looking, please go and check out the video shots that I'm done. They're really nice. They're really fun. Just just a summary of all the things that we talk about in the show, and I guarantee you, like Charles Barkley, but with a better guarantee, because I guarantee you there'll be more fun times to come in the future. I want to thank my friend Junson for joining me today. I want to thank all of you for tuning. Matthew, thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and let's see when I shall see you. You know what? If I feel good, I'm coming on tomorrow to find something to talk about because there will definitely be something to talk about. We can talk about the games as well. Until then, peace out, guys.